Pogba let us down.
Fuck off, you Fanzine, you fucking cunt. Fuck off to Arsenal, you fucking bellend.
We were poor, and this is what it's about. It's about opinion. He's pissed off. I'm pissed off because we were poor.
You should be pissed off. You're a Fanzine.
It's about opinion. Tell us why. Tell us why.
Because you're a fucking prick, mate.
Be honest. Tell us why.
You prick, mate.
Tell us why. It's about opinions. I want to hear your opinion.
You're a so-called media.
Listen, I come to every game like you do, and I want to hear your opinion.
No, you don't, mate. You fucking social media cunt.
I'm here every game, mate. I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear. It's all about opinion. I want to hear your opinion. See you later, fella. Well done. Good lad. And that's what it's about. It's about opinion. Some people want to give their opinion. Some people don't. I'm interested in hearing your opinion.
He's passionate.
He's passionate. That's what I mean. We come to every game home and away, and we want to see the team win. We want to see the team play attacking 100%. Football, and we're not getting that right now.
I think, I don't know, man. I don't want to blame the manager because obviously there's no point really. But they just, I think we're missing a style of play. I don't think we actually have a style of play. Luke Shaw came into the game. I'm not sure what the plan was, what he was instructed to do, what he was doing. No idea, man. He seemed to fail to go forward. So I think, like I said, one team wanted it and they won, innit? So
I know you said you didn't want to, blame the manager. But obviously, everything stems from him. Is he the man for you? Do you think, the criticism that he gets? Do you think it's unfair? Do you think it's just? How do you feel about that?
Jose's here, man. He ain't going nowhere for a good couple of years, innit? So Jose's here. I think under Jose we miss a style of play, but obviously he proved himself last season. He done well in the Europa. Obviously, let's get second place. Let's move on to next season. Let's get the FA Cup as well.
Listen, mate, thanks. There's angry fans here. There's going to be angry fans because it was a poor performance. The channel's about opinion. I just want to hear your opinion.
Well, at the end of the day, it's just all Lukaku. You need another striker straight off the bat. Because it's always route one. He twats it up to a big striker. That's why Fellaini played, because we had no big players to twat it up to. He shouldn't have played in the first place. And it's just unfortunate we don't have Lukaku, really. But
it's all negative, man. It's all negative.
As in what, the tactics, the way we set up, the way we play?
Bro. It's Brighton. What are we doing, mate? What are we doing? We're passing it about. It's a fucking joke. It's an absolute joke,
do a step thing. He didn't do anything right at all.
These fellas here talking about how negative starting Fellaini. Obviously, Fellaini's come out and said, I'm in a good position. Against Brighton, they're not even in good form. Brighton, should we not come here and try and play on the front foot?
Exactly. That's exactly it. It's route one. All we have is twat up to Lukaku and pick up the fucking remainders off that. That's all it is. Every single game. I love Jose. I love him, but he's gonna have to start fucking next season. He's gonna have to start.
Something's got to change. Something's got to change. All the money in the world, and we're playing negative football. Negative football. You look at other teams like Liverpool, City, on the front foot, bang, bang, bang. It's not on. It's not on, man.
And that's just where it is. I mean, where do we go from here? Look, people can slate people for like fan channels for giving people a platform to give their opinions, and. As Man United fans, we expect our expectancy is up here, and at the moment it's getting slower.
Good money to come from London to see this. It's not worth it at the end of the day. Did they even have a shot on target today? I can't remember one. I remember one shot from Martial, or was it Martial or Rashford? That's all I remember. It's not on.
All right, we've lost 1-0 today, boys. Not a very good performance. What did you make of it?
It was awful. The team selection, it's just underestimating a good side. I just wasn't a fan of the team today. Darmian is not great at all. I mean, I don't know. It's mixed emotions. He has his days and he has his good days and he has his bad days. But I'm not sure about Darmian, and I'm glad Luke Shaw came on, but I'm still.
You talk about you come on. There was a change when Jesse Lingard come onto the pitch.
Yeah.
When Shaw come onto the pitch, it changed, didn't it?
It did, yeah. It got a lot better, but it's the team. That's the main problem. We just underestimate the smaller sides. It's like Huddersfield. I know we won the game Huddersfield away, but it wasn't as easy as it should have been. And it's the same here today. It just wasn't. It wasn't.
What do you think about the way we play football now? Obviously, you're a young lad. How old are you?
11.
11. But I'm sure you're aware of how we used to play under Sir Alex Ferguson. Exactly. Right, there you go. So you know how we used to play. What do you think about how we play now and how good we used to be? Are you disappointed to see how we play recently?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely not as good as it used to be. I mean, it's not shocking, but it's definitely not as good as it used to be.
What do you think of Mourinho?
He's all right. There were better options. I know a lot of people are going to be think it's because controversial, but
you say your opinion, mate.
I'd Klopp than Mourinho.
Wow, and that is a big statement. Would you rather? Why?
I think he's just a better manager overall. I'm not sure on Mourinho. He's not. He's not Ferguson, is he? No. He's not at all, because he's not got that. It's mixed, isn't it? Everyone's got their own opinion.
Exactly, it is about opinion. No, that's fine. And to the people that would say to you, we're second, you know, we might win 4 titles in 2 years.
Yeah.
What would you say to those fans?
77, it was Dockett.
I don't know. It could happen, but I don't know. It depends what happens to the other teams in the league, doesn't it? Really, because everyone else has like very, very good players. It's just, I think we just need to bring in someone good. I mean, as he was saying before, Pogba, he's overrated. He's definitely.
Do you think that?
He's not great. Today he was awful. Like I would have put Lingard on instead of Pogba today. He was absolutely awful. Yeah.
Is that down to the manager not getting the best out of him, or you just think Pogba is just not as good as we think he is?
I just think he's not as good as we think he is. He's just he's all right. Again, he's like Damian. He has his days. He like sometimes he's good, sometimes he's absolutely woeful. It just like.
All right. Well, before you go, we're going to win this FA Cup.
Yeah, 100%.
We're going to win the FA Cup.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. 100%.
Good. 100%. Boys, it's been a pleasure. Cheers. All right, so we've lost 1-0 against the Seagulls. They're down on form. They're not playing very well. Manchester United come to town. They play to their strengths. They win the game.
They play to their strengths. They win the game. Play the ball to Rashford all day. He's making the runs all day. Didn't get the ball. So Brighton got what they deserve. Simple as that.
What did you make of our performance? How we attacked, our structure, how we set up? You say Rashford was making. Some fans didn't think Rashford had a good game today. This is what it is all about. What do you think our attacking players were like today?
I think it was almost perfect, but Mourinho got the tactics wrong because the players weren't playing the ball over to him. Rashford was a false 9, making number 9 runs. So I don't get it. What's the point? If you can hear me, Mourinho, you need to sort it out, mate. All right.
Where do you stand on Mourinho about how we play under him?
He's the best manager.
Are we moving forward?
Best manager in the world.
You believe he's the best manager in the world?
Hands down, but today got it wrong. Brighton got it right. Chris Hughton's the best man at the moment. Simple.
What about our style of football? Obviously, as Man United fans, we've been spoilt under Fergie. Blah, blah, blah. I get that. I'm not trying to live in the Fergie days, but what I'm saying is, in terms of our identity and where we're coming from to where we are now, do you think we're a million miles off where we were, or you think, no, we're not doing too bad? How do you stand on that?
Beat the top 6, so no, it's all progress, but losing today is a large backward step. So you can't take sort of 2 steps forwards and 1 step back all the time. You've got to win these games comfortably, really. It should have been 4-5-0, but it's
You say that, did we even have the chances for a 4-5-0 today?
If we play the ball to Rashford every time he makes a run, calculate them runs, and it's a lot of goals. Simple for me. Jamie Vardy does it every week. Why aren't we playing the balls to him?
If we win the FA Cup, what does it mean?
It means constellation, really, which ain't good enough for Man United, is it? Not good enough.
Are we going to win it?
Yeah, easy. Easy.
Chelsea look like they're on stuff now.
Chelsea can't do nothing, mate.
Listen, man.
Conte's gone.
Nice one.
Cheers.
All right, so we've lost the game 1-0 against the Brighton side, who are short on confidence before we've actually come they've managed to turn us over. What do you put it down to?
The early goal.
Yeah, they should. If the goal went in and it wasn't offside, I reckon we would have had a better chance of winning, to be honest.
I mean, what did you make of the performance altogether? I mean, it just wasn't good enough, was it?
Yeah, we weren't great, but like they didn't deserve to win the game. But it's starting players like Darmian. I've never seen an Italian defender play like that in my lifetime. Yeah. So he's got to go really, but you can't blame it on one player. All not good enough. At the end, you need Fellaini to be coming on to win the headers rather than going
instead
on.
of starting.
Yeah.
And we saw when Jesse Lingard come on, the difference. Obviously, when Luke Shaw come on, there was a clear difference.
It comes a bit. You're playing a bit, but then you need to bring Fellaini on to win the headers.
You want him to stay at the club?
Nah, he's not good. He's not a Man United football player, is he? Never is a Man United football player. But he does get results when he put him on late, win the headers, score the goals. But
where do we go from here? Obviously, we want to finish second. We know that. But in terms of winning the FA Cup, does that bring a bit of joy? Does that give us hope that going forward there's something?
We're finishing second. That's done. We're going to win the FA Cup because Chelsea are rent boys all day long, so ain't got to worry about them. Next season it's got to improve though. You can't be finishing 16, 19 points behind City. That's not happening.
Listen, man, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, bro. Nice one.